And here I spawn. This seemed like a really good server. There were quite a few people in here. I saw these militias a little bit earlier. I wasn't recording, but they came up to me and I think they complimented my skin. I didn't have chat open. They seemed super sweet though. I was a little bit weird with this Cora. This Valkyrie started like biting it, so I decided to shock it down if I could get close enough to it. And I did, and the Cora got up. I believe they were friends, which would make sense, especially since it was biting it so much and the Cora was like not doing a single thing. I breathed it and I shocked it, and after that I sprayed it a few times and it started like aggroing and the Cora returned. And then I decided, okay, I'll leave these two alone. They seem like they're doing whatever. They look like pretty good friends. I'm not gonna get in the way of friendship. And this military came up again, just like walked by. Was thinking to get in between that. So I had to go over to Flower next, because I didn't see many people in Oasis this time. I walked to Flower. It took me a few minutes, but just cut that out if you noticed. I do really quickly want to say the setup might be janky. I'm working with no mic right now since I can't connect it to the recording I like. I did see something on the map, which was a Venetrox, and I thought I could try and kill it. I did realize that when trying to kill this thing, that my hitbox is really odd. You have to be like directly on top of someone else to be able to get them. I was able to shock them, which didn't have much effect, surprisingly, which was really odd. But I did manage to breath them and get them down, and then I got on this little bone right here, and then I just ran over to try and get a few bites in. I overused my breath a little bit, was too careful though. I should have used it a little bit more, but I got some more breath in, got a bite, and then I did like almost 900, then like a few more bites, and I ended up killing him. Pretty proud of that. Got some nice meal. I had to lay down to rest though, because I did not need to deal with elements. After I got some rest, I decided to go back to Oasis, see what's like going on, see if they're like still fighting that Valkyrie and Cora, and if those militias are still there, because I did want to like hang out with those guys a little bit. They seemed super chill. Lots and lots of walking. This wasn't the most exciting server I came across. It is later in the day, so I don't expect much, but it wasn't what I thought I would get. I thought I would meet like some, KOSers, maybe some like complaining people. The chat seemed pretty full at the time, so I thought some stuff was going on elsewhere, but I didn't want to open the map at all during this playthrough. I had to fix some audio stuff because I couldn't hear anything on my part, but I had to swim over to Oasis because the water was way too high. I still think they have to fix this little bridge right here, but I ended up swimming over, and I saw an electric creature. That's not the smartest idea, now is it? More and more walking. I did hear something in the water, so I thought something was by me, but I turned around. I didn't see anything, so I just ran off. I didn't want to like deal with maybe an aquatic creature or a semi. And it's definitely not fun to deal with, especially when I'm not the best swimmer. Tara wasn't amazing for swimming. It's not horrible. It's not as bad as Cora, but it definitely doesn't have that perk. I was slowly getting back to Oasis. Looks like the Valkyrie and the Cora was still play fighting. I managed to get them to stop though by like running to them. I think because they didn't want me to bite that Valkyrie again. Just because I did try to bite them, I don't think they want that to happen again, because they probably know how much damage a Taro normally does. Right after I walk through, that Valkyrie goes right back for that Cora to mess with them again, which really means they're just friends, but trying not to hurt anyone else in the way, which I love to do. I did get a few kills over here of just like some smaller creatures that I can either one-shot really well, and that's when I saw some commotion. This little time creature was being chased around by the little militias, and I was really confused. I saw this tavern. I didn't know if it was a teen. I didn't want to really kill a baby at the time, so I just kind of walked by it. I was thinking of killing it a little bit later, but it ended up running away from Oasis. But there they are. They're just running after that thing. either trying to get a really, really yummy snack or just they really got him pissed off. Because they weren't stopping, let me tell you. They just kept on going. I ended up joining into this fight. I wanted to see if I could get a few little nibbles in or something, but I ended up not getting any at this time. They just stopped. I got near them, and they didn't seem too pleasant with me around at first. They kind of gave me a little bit of a nibble, which isn't too cool. Give me a few nibbles, actually. I ended up giving one bite back, maybe two. Giving them like a real nice little bite. Ran at them, cowered a little bit. Trying to give them like I'm not gonna be too upset with them. I'm just trying to chill with them, and they got the idea. They got the idea that I was just like hanging out, trying to chill just like they are. Walked all the way back to the little pond and oasis when that tavern ran through. That same little tavern I was gonna get a little bite out of ran right past me. I should have gotten it, but I didn't want to really cause them too much commotion, especially because I thought that Cora might try and get some bites at me. If you see me walking towards the Valkyrie, I wanted to do a little bit of healing, try to look at them, do a little bit of a cower, and there they go. They really are really sweet. They have a really beautiful skin with a glow tail. I thought the Koi was leaving, but I looked back and they definitely weren't. They were just doing some steps, getting their big T5 steps in. I can't blame them. I can't blame them too bad. I also just want to say, look at my little arms. Can you see them? If you can see my arms, say in the comments below. Little arms. They're so small. Look at them. Look at them. You can like see them go out a little bit when I run. Decided to try and get up on top of Oasis a little bit. I ended up falling though. I'm not the best. I was looking away at the time. I just kind of went boop. There we go. I did try again and I got up there. I didn't go to the very top. I just went to this little ledge right here to kind of see what's going on. And that's when I saw it was back. And the Militros really wanted to bite out of him. Decided I would join in. Didn't have that much stamina. Couldn't get a really bite in. I was able to breath a little bit. Get some nice damage from breathing, and I got either a bite or 2 bites. And then I was done. I was out of stamina, and I decided I can't do much more than that to help him. I started to walk back when I saw the other Military going right for the kill. And then a little Sochuri. I decided to lay down to heal off some ailments and get a lot more stamina back. Turret doesn't have the best stamina, so I decided to hold back and let the Militars do it. The Sochuri decided to get really close to me. I decided to get a little nibble. There it goes. I don't normally kill babies, but I can't resist a good chomp. I don't think anyone can resist a nice little chomp. Add to your kill count right there. Learned I couldn't pick up a pedal. That was really upsetting. I really wanted to pick that little guy up. Started walking back when I saw a little target. Bolatra, I believe it's called. Little mushroom guy. I wanted to get a little few nibbles in. I didn't know if it would take 2 or multiple bites, but it just took 1. One quick bite and they were down. And then once I lay down a bit, I can see those little Militars coming up in the distance if you see them. But they ended up running all the way back with the little food they got from there. Oh, and there's my cat. With their little food from their harvest, they ended up bringing it to me because I'm pretty sure either Militras are they're either carnivores or herbivores. I think they're herbivores. Don't quote me. I don't know much about them. I'm getting a few snacks in. I do say they have very pink skins. I decided to walk away. I knew this probably wouldn't be my longest session to play, but I definitely enjoyed what it was, a very peaceful time. A few small, very small kills. And it was honestly a lot of fun. When I was trying to get some water, I did see something fly above me. I wonder what it was. Looked like it was a baze. Not my favorite thing to fight, because I do also use baze. I know how much of a pest they can be. Try to shock it. It was too high. Couldn't really get it. Or it just has an immune to shock. I'm not sure. I ended up just landing. And then it went over there by the little Banny, if you see it. Right there, just sitting out there. They had similar skins, so I was very wary. I kept on going back and forth in front of them, trying to intimidate them a little bit if I could. just kept going back and forth, just going at them. And then I saw the bandy fly down, and I didn't think that was the best idea. I knew the militaries were still in the pond. They both ended up flying down and just sitting there for a bit. I still pace at them and just like kind of keeping my eye on them, because I don't want to like turn my back and suddenly I'm getting beat up by a bandy and bays. That's not my version of happiness. I did attempt to breath them a few times. That did not work. My breath is definitely not long enough from where I was and they were. And I saw this little guy. And look at him. Quick little chomp chomp. Brand new kill. Very delicious. I love getting my kills up, especially on here. And they were still just sitting there, like not really doing much. Tried to breath them a little bit. Didn't really work. Again, like I said, can't really get them because the breath is a very short reach. Besides cloud breath for some reason. Apparently it can hit everything except it's immune, so that's a little bit odd. Ooh, I'm stumbling with my words. I still kept on going back and forth at them, and that's when I decided, hey, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I mean, they seem to be fine, the military seemed to be doing well, and I just started to log out, return to the menu, and that's all this video is about today. Honestly, it was really fun to be in this type of server.